Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining today's live stream. My name is Paul Fletcher. I'm very happy to be connecting with you today from my new room. You like it? I'm relocated uh, and just basically just went across the river. You drive 2 minutes and you're in Portland, you drive 2 minutes and you were in Vancouver, a little town in Washington. And we decided to get a new place, so you get the first view. So today we're going to be on week 12 of the Tao Bei. This is how to heal. Let me get the book here. How to heal your back in any part of your life with Tao Calligraphy. We're referring to this book quite a bit today. It's a very exciting book, actually. I've learned so much because when I go to actually read it to each of you, I go through and I'm responsible for reading it correctly, and I'm responsible for giving you additional insights and wisdom on it based on having worked with Dr. Master Sha, the author of this book, for well over 12 years. And it's really actually very beneficial and enlightening to me. I've been able to discern how a lot of the traditional teachings and how the current teachings have blended together. I've been able to share with you some of the great insights that are found throughout this book, and then tag in other insights, having worked with these tools and techniques in Tao calligraphy myself and being a Tao Chong, Tao calligraphy field healer. It's truly remarkable some of the benefits that can come when somebody has that depth of knowledge that I've been blessed to have. And so taking that knowledge and then reading Master Sha's book aloud to you and putting the two together, it's truly been amazing. So today we're going to be focusing on Da'ai, the greatest love. This is one of the foundation calligraphies that Dr. and Master Sha has spoken about. And in this book, he's going to be talking about the 10 greatest qualities known as the 10 Da. And today we're going to be talking about Da'ai, and I'll be sharing with you some of the insights associated with Da'ai, and it's how that can impact our life. Okay, so that's what you can look forward to today. But if you're here, please make sure and like, comment, share, let other people know about this live stream. As always, whenever we get started, there's just one or two stragglers, and then all of a sudden, by the end, there's 15, 20 people. So let's get those numbers up. Like, share, let other people know. And in the meantime, I'll share with you a little bit about what's been happening. So Tao calligraphy has actually been pretty extraordinary. I used it very recently to help an individual that had significant pain. And the levels of pain that they were going through were really off the charts. And it would fluctuate some days and come down some days and come up and then it would come back down. And we wanted to look at why, why was it going up and down? It turned out to be an emotional based problem. It was something that they were unable to resolve on an emotional level. And so when we did the work with the Tao calligraphy, like the one you see behind my shoulder here, this is Da Dao Da I, Da De Da I. Dao De is the source nourishes. Da'ai is the greatest love. So the source nourishes Da'ai. And we use that source calligraphy to help others. So I was using this in a demonstration evening this Friday or two ago. And what was remarkable is their pain level, which was a 7 or 8, and their mobility, which is very nominal. They could barely lift this high or this high, and they couldn't reach behind their back. And by the end of three, there was 3 7-minute healings offered using the Tao calligraphy. The person was pain-free, and they had mobility. They were able to lift their arms above their head. They had great mobility. So truly remarkable. So thank you. I'm happy to see the numbers growing. So all of you have joined in. Make sure you say hi. Click on the comments. Say hi. How you doing? Welcome, Sunlit Tash. Great to see you here. Thank you all for letting other people know. We'll just keep growing this each and every week. So this is week 12. So I'm very excited that we can go into the wisdom and teachings from this book. And do let other people know about this book. Just because it's called Tao Calligraphy to Heal and Rejuvenate Your Back. And this symbol is Tao back. Just because that's what's on the book doesn't mean that's what it's limited to. And fully 90% of the book goes about sharing with you that I can do all of these other things as well. So if you're here watching, make sure you say hi. I want to acknowledge you. So let's go ahead and pop in to some of the wisdom and teachings. We'll start with where we left off at. Now, we left off talking about Tao Calligraphy. I'm going to go to the right column here, where it says Tao Calligraphy creates and carries a source field that can transform all kinds of spiritual pollution. Therefore, Tao Calligraphy could transform all life, including health, relationship, finances, and the spiritual journey, to help one reach soul, heart, and mind enlightenment. In summary, this is from what we covered from the last couple of weeks. In summary, the 4 sacred phrases of Da'ai tells us, Yi Shi Da'ai. First, give the greatest love to others and humanity. Wu Tiao Jian Ai. Unconditional love. Rong Hua Zai Nang. Melts all disasters and challenges. Xin Qing Sheng Ming. Clean and purify the heart. Enlighten the soul, heart, and mind. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to sing the mantra to you a few times, give you a blessing with it. How about that? So everybody who's watching, doesn't matter if it's live now or recorded, make a request. I will activate a transmission that I have for healing with song. And I will activate the Da'ai, Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. And we'll start off this session with a blessing from the Tao Calligraphy Da'ai Healing Field. I'm going to switch over to the Da'ai Calligraphy. You see it right there now. I'm a little ahead of myself, but that's okay. So make your request silently. Tell the source, I would like a healing blessing for, tell the source what you want a healing for. Thank you. So now I will activate my Tao Calligraphy, Da'ai, Tao Calligraphy, Healing Field. Please activate, turn on. Please bless everybody who's watching live or on recording for their request. And dear the mantra for Da'ai, could you please turn on? Could you please bless everybody's request? Tao blessing for everybody's request. Start. Yi Shi Da'ai, Wu Tiao Jian Ai, Rong Hua Zai Nang, Xin Xing Shen Ming. Yi Shi Da'ai, Wu Tiao Jian Ai, Rong Hua Zai Nang, Xin Xing Shen Ming. Yi Shi Da'ai, Wu Tiao Jian Ai, Rong Hua Zai Nang, Xin Xing Shen Ming. Yi Shi Da'ai, Wu Tiao Jian Ai, Rong Hua Zai Nang, Xin Xing Shen Ming. Greatest love, unconditional unconditional love melts all blockages and disasters, purifies your heart and soul. Ishur Dai Wu Tiao Jian Ai Ro Hua Zai Nang Xin Xing Shen Ming. Great, that's a good start. Let's pick up where we left off and go to the next section. So Da'ai is the foundation of Shur Da. Shur Da means the 10 greatest qualities. Shur Da, or the 10 Da, are the 10 greatest natures or qualities or powers of the Tao source. So Da'ai is the greatest love. The greatest love is unconditional love. That is the greatest love. People say, well, what is the greatest love? It's unconditional love. Greatest love is selfless love. To love unconditionally is to love without expecting anything in return. It's easy to say, it's difficult to do, but it is possible. Think about a human's life. Parents give love to their baby. Generally speaking, parents give their baby love unconditionally. To give unconditional love is to love totally from one's heart and soul without asking anything in return. How can you give love unconditionally to others and to humanity? The key is to reduce the me. It's very difficult for a self-centered or selfish person to give unconditional love. Think about heaven, earth, the sun, and the moon. Do they ask for anything in return for their nourishment, sustenance, warmth, light, and more? They are all unconditional servants with unconditional love. Millions of people honor Mother Mary. Millions of people honor different saints and Buddhas. Mother Mary and other highest saints and Buddhas carry unconditional love. They have created countless heart-touching, moving, and miraculous results through healing and transformation in every aspect of life. Therefore, Da'ai, the greatest and unconditional love, carries unbelievable power to transform all life, including health, relationship, finances, and the spiritual journey. So in this book, Master Sha says, I am further introducing a new way to carry and apply Da'ai, greatest and unconditional love. This new way is Tao Calligraphy, Da'ai. When I write the Tao Calligraphy, Da'ai, I connect with the Tao source. Tao source pours in the source love, the greatest love, into the calligraphy. Therefore, Da'ai, Tao Calligraphy, carries source greatest love field. Remember the wisdom I shared earlier. To transform any aspect of life is to apply a positive field to transform a negative one. Tao source highest positive field carried by Tao Calligraphy has unbelievable power to transform every aspect of life. Hundreds of people have gathered online to experience my writing in the Tao Calligraphy Da'ai. As I write this Tao Calligraphy, I asked my leading teacher, Master Francisco Quintero, to do a spiritual reading. And you can see the calligraphy here on the page. So this is huge because Master Sha wrote the Tao Calligraphy, and then he asked his top teacher, share with me what you're seeing as I write it. So Master Sha and Francisco connects to the source and starts flowing, sharing the information that he's receiving and the images he's receiving. And he says, as Master Sha prepares to write the Tao Calligraphy Da'ai, he connects to the source and many saints and Buddhas in the spiritual realm. Then, as Master Sha touches his brush to the paper, each of these beings begin to pour their love and their light into the Tao Calligraphy. As Master Sha continues to write, the light becomes brighter and brighter, forming a field of light that radiates in all directions. The calligraphy is transforming more and more from the ordinary art to transformative art. It has become a soul healing field. The calligraphy is radiating bright, golden light. The frequency and vibration are so pure, they have formed a oneness field carrying this unconditional love of countless saints and Buddhas and the unconditional love of Tao Source. This Dai calligraphy has such a high vibration that it instantly begins to cleanse blockages for all of us who are watching Master Sha create it. The love and the light are nourishing our systems, organs, and cells, washing through the spaces in literally every cell. We are receiving a huge cleansing of our Shen, Qi, Jing. This Tao calligraphy is deeply healing and transforming all of us. It touches my heart deeply to observe these images in our spiritual realm. This calligraphy is sacred art. Now I am asking everyone I have gathered online to request healing for any one area of their body, which could be the physical, emotional, and mental body. You could request a bodily system, organ, or part of the body, or a health condition. So it looks like Master Sha is going to offer everybody a blessing here. The condition could be physical, emotional, or mental, such as a high blood pressure, migraine, COVID-19, depression, anger, a sore throat, shoulder pain, negative thinking, a cyst, a tumor, or cancer. It's quite a few things that he's offering healing for. I then ask everybody to start to apply the 6 power techniques, which are body power, soul power, mind power, sound power, breathing power, and Tao calligraphy power. I welcome you to join us by practicing these instructions. First, apply the 6 power technique. Body power. Everybody who's watching live, sit up straight, keep your feet flat on the floor, put one palm over your belly button, your navel, put the other palm over the area of your body you are requesting healing and transformation for. So if you had shoulder pain, you would put your hand on your shoulder, body power. If you are choosing an emotional issue, financial issue, put your hand over your heart. Soul power. Soulfulness, or soul over matter, soul healing technique, which I named Say Hello Healing. There are 2 ways to say hello. Say hello healing to inner souls, say hello healing to outer souls. So all those watching, repeat after me. Dear Shen, Qi, Jing, or soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter, of my, now name your organ or system or health condition which you're requesting. Give it love. I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. Do a great job. Thank you. Now we say hello to the outer souls. Continue to repeat. Dear Tao calligraphy, transformative art, Dai field. I love you, honor and appreciate you. You are the Tao source, most positive field. You can transform the negative field of my request. Please heal and transform my, and then state it again. Thank you. Good. Now we repeat the say hello technique to inner souls and outer souls one more time. In fact, there's no time limit for repeating this. Let's move to the breathing power. Life is breathing in and breathing out. If one does not breathe, there is no life. It's just like the heart beating. If the heart does not beat, there is no life also. We all know that when a person breathes, the body receives and absorbs oxygen. When a person breathes out, the body releases and expels carbon dioxide. Oxygen is needed by every cell in the body to transform nutrients and generate energy. With every breath one takes, the life of every cell is being nourished and sustained. Carbon dioxide is a waste product of cellular metabolism. The cells release the carbon dioxide and the blood transports it to the lungs, where it is expelled with every breath out. And then Master Sha goes on to share a very exciting secret. I want to pause here for a moment. I see that there's more people to join. Please say hello, comment in the chat section. Love to acknowledge you. So what have we covered so far? We did a little bit of a healing. That's great, using the Da-I and the mantra Da-I. And then we talked more about Da-I and Tao Calligraphy and how when Master Sha connects to the source healing field, instantly that source most pure positive frequency and vibration comes into the source field calligraphy. And now Master Sha is setting up a technique for practice to receive more healing. So let's pop back in there. And he says, the previous sentence was, oxygen is needed by every cell in the body to transform nutrients and generate energy. With every breath one takes, the life of every cell is being nourished and sustained. Carbon dioxide is a waste product of cellular metabolism. The cells release carbon dioxide and the blood transports it to the lungs, where it is expelled with every breath out. I am delighted to share an ancient secret breathing technique for healing and transformation. It's called Shi Qing Hu Zhuo. Shi Qing Hu Zhuo. Shi means to breathe in. Qing means positive information, energy and matter. Hu means to breathe out. Zhuo means negative information, energy and matter. As I explained, everyone and everything are made of Shen, Qi, and Jing. Everyone and everything's Shen, Qi, Jing creates a field. The Tao source Da-I creates and carries source field. Source, Shen, Qi, Jing. Therefore, the Tao calligraphy is a carrier of the most positive source field. The Tao calligraphy Da-I, greatest love, which is unconditional love, carries immeasurable power to transform the negative Shen, Qi, Jing, which forms a negative field. So when people connect with the source calligraphy Da-I field, some could feel transformation instantly. Some people could take more time to feel better. I am continuing, Master Sha says, I am continuing the live demonstrations online for hundreds of people. Each one, including you, dear reader, has made a request for healing and transformation of one aspect of physical, emotional, mental, body. Let us continue to practice together now. So breathing power and Tao calligraphy power together with mind power, which is creative visualization, and sound power, which is chanting sacred mantra sounds. Together, they work in great power. So open this book to figure 7. Inhale deeply. Figure 7 is the Da-I calligraphy. So I can't read this and show you the Da-I calligraphy at the same time. So we'll go back over to the Da-I calligraphy. There it is. And you should be able to see it clearly now. And we're going to connect this Da-I calligraphy, and we're going to breathe in the clean qi. And when we exhale, we're going to breathe out the old qi. Xi Qing Hu Zhuo. Okay? So place your hands, one hand over your requested area, and place the other hand over the lower abdomen. And let us connect, dear the soul of this Da-I source calligraphy. As I breathe in your love and light, please heal my area of request. And as I exhale, please release the negative information that was in my area of request. Thank you. Everybody breathe in. When we exhale, we chant Shu Zhuo. Breathe in. Hu Zhuo. Breathe in. Hu Zhuo. Breathe in. Hu Zhuo. Continue breathing in. Hu Zhuo. more times. Breathe in. Hujo. Last one. Breathe in. Hujo. Thank you. Was that powerful or what? I was actually getting a little bit empty, right? Where my eyes get a little tired. I'm like, wow, why are my eyes so tired? Because the frequency coming from this field is so high. You know, a lot of people, they say, well, I don't know if I felt anything. I'm not so sure, or whatever the case may be. It's different for everybody. But I can tell you, having worked with these fields for 13 years, the frequency in that beautiful piece of art there is very, very high. And Master Sha always says, if you want to know if a pear is sweet, taste it. If you want to know if Tao Calligraphy can heal you, then you need to experience it. One of the ways you can do that is simply by getting the book. You know, the Tao Calligraphy, it comes with everything I'm showing you. And there's even an animated field in the book where Master Sha has created animations that work with Shi Qing Hu Zhuo, where people breathe out and breathe in. And he's transmitted power to that calligraphy within that animated field. And when we go there and just watch it and practice for 10, 15 minutes, we could feel much, much better, much better. And how do you access it? Well, once you purchase the book, it's in the first 8 or 9 pages, there is a barcode, and up here is the actual paragraph that you can write in if you're not a barcode accessible kind of person. So this gives you a bit more deep understanding as to this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the share, and we're going to go ahead and offer a practice with everybody using the source calligraphy of Da I. I have one that's from the centers, and the ones from the centers are actually very, very powerful. The center source calligraphies, when you are a member with any of the centers, including Tao Central Portland, you have access to these on a much larger scale. So let me find this image. So there it is. Okay, and you should be able to see this image now. And this is called Da I, the greatest love. You can see it's just like the previous one, except it has a circle around it. The circle represents oneness. The circle represents whole, completion. So the field within this is whole and complete. And when a circle goes around the calligraphy, that means it's one of the higher level calligraphies that Master Sha has ever made. So now I'm going to share with you a way that you can interact with this source calligraphy, especially for those that are new. And how do we do this? We can, of course, breathe in and breathe out, Shi Qing Hu Zhuo. And you're welcome to do that, especially with the book or the animated field. But here what we're going to do is we're going to trace this source calligraphy. And remember, Master Sha said, when I write a Tao calligraphy, I connect to the source. That's the first step. Then he says, and then I transmit the source most pure positive frequency and vibration through my brush onto the paper. And then the paper becomes then the miracle healer. The paper becomes the conduit through which the source can bless us. And it's no different here with this image. The source frequency and vibration is within the original version of this. And we connect to that original version. Now, my authority as a center leader is higher than you unless you're a center leader. So what does that mean? That means that if you go back and trace this calligraphy on your own, you will absolutely get some benefit. But when I activate it using the authority that I have, the amount of power coming through and off of it is 10 times higher. Okay, so and probably more than that actually, but we'll work with that number for now. So what do? Let's touch all 5 fingers together, touching them together. And this then, relax your elbow against your side, and we're just going to rotate our wrist. That's all we're going to do. And as we rotate, we're going to go around the circle 3 times. And after you go around the circle 3 times, pause at the top, and then come down in with your fingers touching, allowing the source calligraphy field within this sacred piece of art to come to you, to bless you, to release the negative information associated with this field. Continue to trace 3 times in a circle, and then drop into the calligraphy following the lines with your fingertips. And I will add mantra of Dai. Ishur Dai Wu Tiao Jian Ai Ru Hua Zai Nang Xin Qing Shen Mi Ishur Dai Wu Tiao Jian Ai Ru Hua Zai Nang Xin Qing Shen Mi. Now we'll sing the English version. Greatest love, unconditional love, melts all blockages, purifies my heart and soul. Ishur Dai Wu Tiao Jian Ai Ru Hua Zai Nang Xin Qing Shen Mi. Breathing in the Qi, the Dai, breathe in. Exhale, Hu Zhuo, Hu, H-U, Zhuo, Z-H-O-U. Hu Zhuo means breathe out. Exhale the pollution. Breathe in. Hu Zhuo. Breathe in. If you can trace while breathing in and out, do so. Breathe in. Coming to the end of the source calligraphy, saying thank you, thank you, thank you. One of the aspects of working with any of the different healing wisdoms and techniques that Dr. and Master Sha brings to us is to let us know that soul communication can create so many benefits. Dear the soul of all the beings of love and light, could you please come and serve? And dear the soul of the Tao Calligraphy, could you please serve Dai? And even the mantra, right? And this form of communication assists us with a greater connectivity, increases the vibration. They're called 6 powers. Body power increases the vibration where your hands go. Sound power increases the vibration with the sound field. Mind power, creative visualization helps to facilitate a faster frequency and vibration of what you're transforming. Soul power, inner souls and outer souls, right? And then the calligraphy power. So the calligraphy power, of course, very, very powerful. So this is why this teaching is throughout this book. He'll go into using this for the other 10 Da, including the greatest forgiveness, which we'll be going into on Thursday, unless he continues to talk more about the Da I, the greatest love. Because at this point, we're at the point where we stop the reading and have already done a bit of a practice. So welcome also to Gavin and Sunlight. Anybody else that's here, please feel free to chime in. And thank you for hitting the share button. There's always many people who need to benefit from this and can benefit from it, but do not know it is here until you click share, letting other people know. So thank you for doing that, especially if you've already done that. So what have we discovered today? We discovered that Tao Calligraphy is a carrier of source, pure frequency and vibration. How? Because Master Sha has been training since the age of 6 to capture, hold, and harness source, frequency, and vibration. Haven't done it many years, and as he says himself, go look at my report card, which would be the 1,000 of YouTube videos of testimonials of efficacy. He's been working with Tao Calligraphy for 5 to 6 years, and now what he's done is in the first 7 or 8 chapters is share with you, excuse me, how the Tao Calligraphy works and how you interact with it. And so the final 3 chapters curiously take up the final 2/3 of the book. So I encourage you to return Thursday, and when I will dive back in, cover the next section or 2 of this chapter, and we'll do some more practices. Okay. Also, make sure you come. This is every Tuesday and Thursday I'm here. Make sure you come Wednesdays and Fridays, same time, to be with Lori. Lori is one of our advanced students, and she does practice sessions directly from the healing field and from the book. This is a great opportunity to do some additional healing. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. Thank you for sharing. And I look forward to working with you in the very near future, Thursday. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.